Hello everybody, welcome back to the horribly lit kitchen for another quick, easy something to nibble on. Tonight being Friday night, we find ourselves without the young man, so we're going to be really lazy and just kind of do a quick crappy appy for dinner. And thought I'd bring you along because it's quick, it's easy, and it should be pretty good. Season's first harvest of fresh veg today, so I got to put it to good use. And there's chives in there. What better use for chives than some sort of baked potato? Alright, so I know this is really basic, but I got in trouble when some chicken exploded without explanation, so I figured we're just going to do some really basic potato cutting here. I'm keeping them fairly thick. Alright, now we all know what happened to the potatoes. We can move on. I'm just going to take a little bit of olive oil here, give it a quick splash, just so my potatoes get kind of, I don't know, a nice golden brown and they won't stick on me. Fantastic. Check out this lovely shirt Shock's got for me.
Oh,
Does it get better for the cooking show than that?
I am not a bear.
Not a bear. Alright, but back on topic here. I've got a little oil in the pan. Just kind of put it on either side of the potatoes. I'm going to start those roasting pretty quick. While those are roasting for about 20 minutes before I flip them, I'm just going to cut up my kale, my chives, fresh oregano from the greenhouse, and a little bit of sage. Probably, I don't know if I'm going to grate the cheese or what I'm going to do with this yet, but we'll see. And some simulated bacon flavored bits of question mark. Alright, moving on. Let's deal with the kale nice and quick. For the record, I love aquaponic kale, so tasty. Slice up these chives a little bit. Not too much though, because I like my chives nice and chunky. I should have gotten bigger bowls. I'm going to want to pull these apart individually. Same with that, so. You know, it's like with bugs when you're a kid. You just pluck off each individual leg. Oh, come on, we've all done it. I'm just brave enough to admit it. Aquaponic oregano. If you're not into aquaponics, check out my main channel. If you're not into oregano, what's wrong with you? Aquaponic oregano. And some of my tricolor sage. I love this stuff. Been growing this for 3 years now, and still can't get enough. Alright. Now, time to dig out the toaster oven. Alright, now that I've got the toaster oven set up on our tiny little piece of counter, I'm preheating that to 350 for a little while. Then I'm just going to throw these in and let them get started. Alright, well I always find I make a huge mess when I'm grating cheese, so I figured I'd just grab the vegetable peeler here and go at it into a small bowl. I'm not going to be using that much for these little potato wedges, so this will work just fine. Alright, it's been 20 minutes at about 350, and as you can see the oil has kept it from sticking quite nicely. Semi-soft. I'm just going to flip them, put them back in there for another 20 minutes or so, and then we're going to get to melting some cheesy goodness on there, I think. Alright, now that I'm fairly content with the consistency of these things, I'm going to flip them over one more time till I've got the widest surface on the top here, which it looks like kind of most of them already are, because I want lots of room to put my cheese on there and stuff. Cheese. I'll just basically layer that on there. Never enough cheese, but okay, now that I've got that on there, I'm just gonna sprinkle on my little bit of kale here. I have no idea how this kale is gonna work out for me, but I like it, so I'm probably gonna like it. Don't really know. Basically just put whatever you'd put on a baked potato, I guess. Oh, one of these don't get kale. Alright, rescue some from there and liberate it from there. Rescued kale. At least I actually grew this and didn't liberate it from some community garden. Alright, so got some oregano. Only going on some of these because I didn't take that much out of the garden. Some chives. Guess I'll start on the one that I missed out on the oregano there. So the problem with the first harvest of these things is you don't really get that much, but you want to encourage the growth by cutting the tops off, so... No better way to use fresh chives than baked potatoes, though. And just a little bit of sage because I love the stuff. And that's the joy of being the one who cooks dinner. You can make it the way you like. Okay, that needs more cheese. That's a little bit better. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my son and all, but I am really enjoying the fact that as he gets a little bit older, he's not here as much at dinner time because I can be way less responsible about the whole dinner thing. On that note, though, straight A's, right? Doing something right. So there you go. Gonna throw that back in the oven, let that all melt up, and then it's time for the classic taste test. Alright, got the cheese all nicely melted on that. It's just a quick snack after all. So a little bit of sour cream on the side here. And there you go. Well, only one thing left to do at this point. How snobby. Do it properly. Let's just see how this is. This is pretty good. It's quick, it's easy, it's delicious. I'm sold. Alright everybody, thanks for joining me in the kitchen here this evening. And I would definitely give this one a thumbs up and say give it a try at home. Toaster oven, real oven, doesn't matter. I'm sure it'll work either way. Have a fantastic night, everybody.